Did you know that numbers are made up of smaller parts or smaller numbers inside them? So here we'll look at 8. 8 can be made just as 8 and 0. 8 equals 8 plus 0. It could also be made like this. 7 plus 1. 6 and 2. 8 is 6 plus 2. 5 and 3. 4 and 4. 3 and 5. 2 and 6. 1 and 7. 0 and 8. 8 equals 0 plus 8. So now that you know that numbers are made up of smaller parts and they can have many smaller parts, let's learn about fact families using addition and subtraction. Today we will use 3 numbers and write 4 number sentences using addition and subtraction and just those 3 numbers. Okay, ready? Here we go. Our 3 numbers we'll be working today is 3, 5 and 8. I'll put them at the top of my board. 3, 5, 8. Using these 3 numbers and these 3 numbers only, we can make 2 addition sentences and 2 subtraction sentences that are true. So the first one that comes to mind when I see this is 3 plus 5 is 8, because together they make 8. So let's write that. 3 plus 5 equals 8. Now the same is true if I switch these numbers around. That's called the commutative property of addition. That means that you can change the order of the addends and the sum is the same. And this is true for multiplication and addition, but it is not true for subtraction and division. I'll show you what I mean. This is 3 plus 5 equals 8. And this is 5 plus 3. Do they still equal 8? Yes, of course. Let's write it down. 5 plus 3 equals 8. Now let's work on to subtraction number sentences using only these 3 numbers. Now, let's try and start with the 3. I'll show you what happens. If you've got 3, only 3, and you take away 5, would you have 8? No, of course not, because you can't take 5 away from 3. There's only 3 there. So when we're doing subtraction, we need to start with the whole or the big number. We need to start with the 8. And then we can take away from there. 8, take away. Let's take away one of these numbers, 3 or 5. We'll start with 3. 1, 2, 3. How many is left? 5, that's right. 8 take away 3 is 5. Let's do that again using the other number. 8 take away, this time we'll take away 5. What do you think the answer will be? I think you're right. Let's try it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many is left? 3. That's right. 8 take away 5 is 3. Nice work. Let me give you another example. Just clean off my board and grab my next counters. In this one, we're going to be working with 3, and 7, and the total 10. Let's write these on our board. 3, put it in a box. 7, 10. Let's just double check that that is 10. I like to start from the big number and keep on counting. 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. 7 and 3 is 10. Let's start with 3 plus, so this 3 plus the 7 equals 10. Beautiful. Now you know the commutative property of addition. We can swap these two numbers around, making it 7 plus 3 equals 10. Now let's do some subtraction. Remember, when we subtract, we have to start with the big number. So we have enough to take away. 10. Let's take away one of these numbers. Let's take away the 3. And what do you think the answer will be? 5, 6, 7. That's right. Let's try 10, take away 7. What do you think the answer will be? I think you've got the hang of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 left. Beautiful. Easy. Let's go to a more trickier example. Clean off my board. Get my new counter. And this time I'll get a teen number. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. 14. And today I'll break it up like this. Let's see. Okay. Here we have 2, 4, 6, 8. And 2, 4, 6. What's the total of these two again? That's right, 14. Let's write them at the top of our board. We've already got 14. Write the 6 and the 8. So we know 8 plus 6 equals 14. We can change these around, so 6 plus 8 equals 14. Now we can do a subtraction. Remember to start on the big number. 14. Take away. Let's take away the 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 14, take away 8 equals 6. And last one, last subtraction, starting with the big number, 14. This time we'll take away the 6. What do you think it is? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many's here? 4, 4. That's 8. 14 take away 6 equals 8. Cool. So now it's your turn. I want you to think of 3 numbers. You really have to think carefully about these 3 numbers. They're not any random numbers. One of them's a larger number, and the other 2 are 2 parts that make up that larger number. Once you've made the big number and the other 2 parts, I want you to go ahead and do 2 addition sums and 2 subtraction sums using only those 3 numbers. If you learned something new today, bye.